9 months ago, you were calm, reasonable, easygoing. Now it's 11 p.m. and you're scrubbing the baseboards with a toothbrush. Or you cried at a cereal commercial. Or you snapped at your partner over the wrong way he folded a onesie. Family calls it hormones. Strangers call it pregnancy brain. Some people, half joking, call it going a little psycho. But here's what's actually happening. Neuroscientists have scanned the brains of pregnant women, and they found something remarkable. Pregnancy doesn't just change your body, it restructures your brain. Real, measurable, physical changes in regions tied to empathy, threat detection, and bonding. What looks like losing your mind is actually your mind upgrading itself for a very specific job. Today, we're walking through 7 of these so-called pregnancy psychos: the nesting, the crying, the fierce protectiveness, and what the research says they're really for. Let's start with the one almost every parent recognizes: the nesting instinct. You know the feeling. Due date is weeks away, and suddenly you're reorganizing the pantry at 1 a.m., alphabetizing spice jars you've never used, repainting a nursery wall for the 3rd time. It feels irrational, almost compulsive. But watch this. Imagine a mother bird days before her eggs hatch. She doesn't relax. She gets frantic, lining the nest, removing debris, guarding the space. Human mothers do a version of the same thing. Researchers who study maternal behavior have found that nesting isn't random anxiety. It's an ancient safety drive, switched on by rising hormones like estrogen and oxytocin near the end of pregnancy. Your brain is quite literally preparing a safe environment for a helpless newborn, because for most of human history, a clean, controlled space meant a safer birth and a safer baby. So when you feel that pull to organize the diaper drawer for no logical reason, that's not chaos. That's your brain doing exactly what it evolved to do. Here's how to work with it instead of fighting it. First, give the instinct a job. Pick 1 or 2 real tasks, the car seat, the go bag, instead of scattering the energy across everything. Second, set a stopping time. Tell yourself, I nest until 9 p.m., then I rest. This keeps the instinct useful, not exhausting. Third, let your partner in on it. Say something like, my brain is in prep mode right now. Can you help me finish this one thing? It turns a solo compulsion into shared teamwork. The next one is one almost every partner has felt on the other end of: emotional flooding, what people love to call hormonal tears. You cry watching a diaper commercial. You cry because the dog looked at you funny. You cry because dinner was too nice of you to make. It feels embarrassing, out of proportion. But your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's turning up the volume. Picture this. You're in the passenger seat. Your partner says something completely neutral. We're low on gas. And out of nowhere, tears. Not because of the gas, because your emotional radar right now is tuned to maximum sensitivity. Researchers who study perinatal brain changes have found that pregnancy heightens activity in the brain's emotion processing centers, especially the amygdala. This isn't a flaw, it's preparation. A brain that's more attuned to emotional cues is a brain that will, in a few months, needs to instantly read a newborn's tiniest signals: a whimper, a change in breathing, a flicker of distress before it becomes a full cry. You're not losing emotional control, you're building emotional radar. Here's how to manage it without judging yourself for it. First, name it out loud. Simply saying, I'm feeling extra sensitive right now, and that's normal. Take some of the power out of the wave. Second, build in a release valve. 5 minutes alone, a short walk, even just